Welcome back to Good Day. It's Wednesday, and that can mean only one thing. It is knit-along day, and I'm happy to say the baby cap I started some time ago is finally finished. Take a look at this. This is my baby hat. My friend had a baby on my birthday, actually, September 18th, and I said I need to get this done and get this in the mail. So I sent that out in the mail. Hopefully she receives it soon. I used baby yarn for this hat, and for the pom-pom, I used a pom-pom maker that was gifted to me from one of you lovely viewers at home. So thank you for that pom-pom maker. It's the first time that I used it, and I think it came out really nice. So remember to share your pictures with me. I want to see what you're working on as well. Either post on my page or send me a DM. Amanda Fay, Anchor Reporter. So we need to remind you all of a big Fall Fiber Expo this weekend in Ann Arbor, Michigan. It is Saturday from 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 4 at the Washtenaw Farm Council grounds at 5055 Ann Arbor Saline Road in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So you could check out a fiber fantasy of wool, alpaca, linen, cotton, so much more, from the plant or the animal to the finished product. So there is a small admission fee for that, but knitters and crocheters, this is your spot to get all that fiber this weekend. Well, if you've been perfecting your knitting or crocheting crafting for some time, maybe there's a money-making opportunity there. Annie Johnson of the Knitted Home is with us this morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
So absolutely, you turned your love of knitting and crocheting into a business for yourself, which is wonderful. How did you do it?
So I started crocheting when I was 7 and knitting when I was 14, and then in high school my friends saw all of my crocheted purses and wanted me to make them for them, and I started an Etsy shop in college, and yeah, just kept going from there.
So now you go to different activities at different festivals and things like that. Right. So this weekend you're going to be at the Apple Butter Festival in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, so I've been at the DIY Ferndale up in Michigan 2 weekends ago, and then I'll be at Apple Butter this weekend. I'm also in a couple different stores, Bay Creek & Co-op in Erie, Michigan. I've been with them since 2016. And then I'm also teaching classes at 577 Foundation in Perrysburg, and VOD's here on Central.
Very good. And we've had Vod on the show before. So, and this is one of the things, is this one of the things that you teach in the class?
Yes, so that's a knitted ear warmer.
Let's talk about this. So you got an adorable little button on here. Hold on, here we go. And you just wear it over your ears, right?
Yeah, okay. So you put the wide part across your forehead, and then you can just button it behind.
How cute.
And then that way you can keep your ears warm. You can also put your hair up in a bun if you'd like. Yeah.
I've seen that style for sure. And as you said, this is something, if you know how to knit and purl, you could do, right?
Yes, you could make that.
I can do this. And how do you knit just on straight needles, or how do you go about doing that?
You would do straight needles, just cast on however long you want it to be, and then you just work back and forth. And you'll have an ear warmer.
There you go. So
just like a
this
scarf.
isn't circular needles, but it kind of sort of seems like that to me a little.
So you would knit it the long way.
Okay.
You would come this way and knit this way, and then you just get shorter into the middle, and then pick back up all the way out and knit your button.
And there you go. Very cute. I love that. And then also, as we get into the season, you know, it's getting cooler outside. You're going to need your hats, and I have to make another baby hat because another friend of mine is having a baby. You have a mommy and me hat. How cute! And there's like little hearts.
Yes.
See, that's where I would need you to just make them for me, because I think putting the little hearts in there. And then this is really cool, right? The pom-poms detach, so you can put like different colors on or do whatever. Super, super cute. And then of course you have to match, so love it. Okay. Very cute. What do you, and that's what you're working on there too?
Yes, that's what I'm working on right now. So you can see you carry the 2 yarns with you as you work.
Oh
so
boy.
Depending on the pattern and how far apart you want them to be.
So you just go and go on that. You know, she was sitting here during the commercial. Let me just get a couple of
let me get a few rows in.
And so how do you work the 2 colors at the same time?
So you just hold them in the back, and then when you're ready, you grab it and pull through and then drop it again.
Okay, so this is why I just have Annie make the stuff and I buy it from her. Because it looks super cute.
And what's nice is you don't have to then flip back and forth like you would with straight needles. You can just keep going in the round.
And going in the round, very cool. And then you have whimsy kind of things too. And we had to have the pumpkins because we are in the season, obviously. And these are knitted, right?
Yes, these are knitted on double point needles, so they don't have any seams on the sides, which is really nice. And you start them at the bottom, you increase, and then you decrease. And then you can drawstring it shut. And
drawstring it shut, okay.
Yes, you just, when you're all done, you would pull your string through all your stitches and pull it tight.
Okay, that's how I got my baby head off the needles. Okay, and then this is adorable.
Yeah. So
you need a pin cushion, right?
This is the same way you would still knit it straight up, drawstring it shut, and then I stuffed it and glued it to the base.
And glued it to the base. Super, super cute. And then more warm stuff for the season. Leg warmers, you have those that people can get from your shop as well. You'll be nice and toasty warm this fall and winter season. And then, what is this? This is a baby sweater?
This is a ballet sweater for my daughter.
Ballet sweater.
They started ballet last year, and so of course they needed all of the sweaters and leg warmers. So.
Right. So super cute, the leg warmers and the ballet sweater. Okay. Yes, you have to have this combination. But this stuff is knitted. You crochet too.
I do crochet as well. Yes.
And do you find that people are, there are certain items that are more sought after right now?
Mostly hats, actually, like the Mommy and Me set is very popular, the pumpkins and the ear warmer. And then I also crochet men's beanies that are really popular because they're a nice tight hug around your head.
Okay, so, yeah, the guys like that sort of thing. You have nesting bowls too.
Those are crocheted, yeah.
Those are crocheted, and people can get your stuff online, right?
Yes, theknittedhome.com. You can do shopping on there. You can also custom request if you want something special sized or special colored. And then I also have classes on my website too that you can find links to VODs here in 577.
Very good. Okay, and then you can see her this weekend. She will be at the Apple Butter Festival in Grand Rapids. And what do you know what you're bringing to sell?
Lots of hats and ear warmers and pumpkins. Yes.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. This stuff is beautiful, and I'm learning a little bit as well. Thanks for coming today.